welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by today. For today's video, I have for you Samantha March's latest collaboration with Ofra. It's called Life's a Draft. This collection, this is the PR boxed or whatever collection. In here is a palette and a lip gloss set and a liquid lipstick. So if you want to see how I got this look and what I think about this collection, then why don't you go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, I've got y'all all zoomed in. I have already primed my eyelids as well. For that I used the Ulta matte eye primer in the shade Nude that I always use, my tried and true. So we're going to start with the Samantha March Ofra collab, Life's a Draft. This is what it looks like on the outside. It's made to look kind of like a book. Like this right here is like would be the strap around your book to keep it closed, and then there's like a binding. It looks kind of like pages, and then looks kind of like there's binding there, and same thing, looks like there's pages there. Hopefully that comes across. Then when you open it up, it says this Life's a Draft belongs to, and then you put your name there if you want to, and she wrote a lovely note there. And then inside here it shows what everything came with. Now this was the PR kit, so I got everything. So it came with a palette, and this is what the palette looks like. I'll show you. It's both it's a face and an eye palette. So very pretty right there. That's what that looks like. No mirror, but that's fine. I don't need a mirror. It has a little sheet of stickers that has some symbols that are important to Samantha, that represent stuff for Samantha. Let's see what else. And then it came with a lip gloss set. And it has 3 different lip glosses. It has Peony, it has Millie, and it has Queen. So very pretty lip glosses. I think I already have Millie. So yeah, I do. That one right here, I have Millie. It's very pretty. It's a very pretty lip gloss, but that one might go into a giveaway just because I already have that shade. And then I also got the shade, the Long Lasting Lip shade Story. Also, as well, I think I got this free, maybe with purchase. I'm not sure, but I already have this shade. So this will also be going in a future giveaway. Not today, but it'll be in a future giveaway, probably along with the Millie lip gloss. I haven't decided on the lip gloss or not yet because I've been using this one a lot, so we'll see. But for sure, the Story Long Lasting Lipstick will be going into a giveaway in the future. Alright, so with I've shown you just kind of what's in there, so let's go ahead and, like I said, I've got my eyes primed. Let's go ahead and get this eye look started. I'm going to, okay, they have names on the back, so how do I know what's what? I'm gonna say, because I'm reading it off the back, so I think this is Peace, I think this is Honors, I think this is Ram 09, Ink 23, Cherry, and I think that says Maya right there. And I think this is 6. This is Dream Chaser, and this is Key, K-E-E. So there you go. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and dip into, they look really similar, these two shades right here. I guess I'll go ahead and swatch the palette and then we can get an idea of what it looks like, and I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, I am back with swatches. So here we go. Here, these are all the eyeshadows right here, and then this is the blush, the highlighter, and the bronzer. So there you go. Hopefully you can see any kind of shiftiness. There's they're all pretty simple eyeshadows, I would say. It's there's only 3 shimmers, but their shimmers aren't real potent, so they're more like satins. But you could always amp that up with the highlighter, so I'm not worried about that. I've actually only tried Ofra's eyeshadow formula, I think, one other time, and I was satisfied with it. But what I was saying, I was pointing out, was this shade here and this shade here seem very, very, very close to me. I feel like they could have done one or the other. I know this one's deeper, so I know that just is more of a deepening probably shade for Samantha, and I get it, it works with the color story. I just feel like we could have added something else, maybe a brighter purple, or I don't know, just something something else to contrast. But otherwise I think the color story is beautiful. So why don't we go ahead and get started. We'll start right here with this first shade. I'm going to put that in my crease. Grab a mirror, because this one does not have one. In order to lay that down, I'm going to use a Jessup 228 Luxe crease brush. That's what that looks like right there. Shade's a little powdery, but this is also a very, this is a natural hairbrush, so I expect to get, you know, a little bit of kick up because it's a little bit rougher hair. Alright. Well, there we go. There's the pigmentation. It's funny, like, I think I remember this with the last palette with Ofra, like, it was like the first little bit of eyeshadow that I laid down. I was like, I can't quite tell if I laid it down or not. And then it built up like really quickly from there. It was like fine. It was like there's almost nothing there, and was like, oh gosh, is that even laying down? And then all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, there you are. Okay, I need to slow down and not go overboard. And so this is kind of working out the same way. So it starts off, you know, they're very buildable, but they build up quickly. So I like that. And a shadow, I really do. Alright, I'm going to continue to do it on this side, and I'll be right back with y'all. Okay, I'm back. I have that blended through the crease. Now I'm going to go into the deeper one over here that I said looks almost exactly like it, and go ahead and add that to the crease using the same brush. So we'll just do that real quickly. I'll add a little bit of this to my outer corner too, because I can definitely tell it's deepening it up. It's funny how sometimes in the pan it might not look as deep as it really is. Yeah, this one's definitely deeper. Those are kind of brownish mauve shades in my opinion. At least on my eyelids they are. But they're real pretty. Alright, so let's see. Next up, let's add... we'll deepen it up just a little bit more, and we'll add this mauve tone right here, which I think is 09. I think that's what this one is supposed to be. Hopefully I have them in order. You never know. You never can tell, like, on some palettes they like flip it. they reverse it to, I guess, make it easier for, I don't know if they're trying to make it easier for influencers or the consumer, but it just makes it more confusing for me. So I'm talking about like the names on the back of the palette. Sometimes like they completely flip what it is on the palette. So like to where if you were to overlay how they have the names laid out on the back of the palette, they wouldn't match up. Does that make sense? That's what I'm trying to say. So that's why I say I'm saying the right names, because the names aren't underneath. The shades are just on the back of the palette. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this nice beautiful deep purple, which I believe this one is called Maya right here, and I'm going to put that all over my lid. For that I'm going to use a 233 cream shader brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into that purple shade, but then I'm going to spray it with water because I can already tell there's already going to be fallout. And it'll amp it up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That amps it up. Makes it not so satin, a little bit more shimmer. But it's kind of a dry shade. I guess I've noticed that with their shimmers, they're a little bit more on the dry side. Of course, their highlighters are completely different because they're completely formulated differently. They're baked. They're like liquid to baked. So there you go. That got real dark, but I'm not planning on keeping it that dark. Just bear with me. Alright, so now I've got that shade down. Now I know it's really dark, like I said. So okay, I'm going to use this Jessup 237 detail shader. And I'm going to dip into the highlighter, and I'm going to apply that. I'm going to get it wet first, and then I'm going to apply that across the purple to lighten the purple up. So I don't want a real dark look today. And then I'm just putting just a little bit on the inner corner, kind of on its own, so it'll, you know, brighten that inner corner. So there we go, there's the difference. I'm going to do this eye, and other eye, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. While I was off camera, all I did was my foundation, primer, foundation, concealer, and powder. That's it. Because this palette has a bronzer, a blush, and a highlighter in it. So we're going to use those after we finish the lower lash line. So on the lower lash line, I kind of want to use that red shade, but I'm kind of afraid that's going to make me look sick, so maybe not. I think I'm going to use this dark purple matte right here. This right here. I'm going to use that right there on my lower lash line. And then we'll go from there and see how I like that. For that, I'm using a Jessup 226 smudger brush. And I promise this is clean. It just is stained. Okay. And I'm really just trying to kind of keep this as close to my lash line as I can. I think I'm going to go in my waterline and put a purple in there real quick and see how that looks. I've got this LA Girl Neon, Shockwave Neon eyeliner in Vivid that I've used numerous times. I need to sharpen it. Oops. But I like it. It lasts really, usually these last pretty well on my lash line or my waterline. And I figured having a little bit of purple in the waterline would help kind of bring out that purple on the lid. So yeah, there you go. So I'll go ahead and do that here. Okay. With that little detailed shader, number 237, I'm going to go back and add a little bit more of the highlighter to brighten my inner corners, just because I lost a little bit of that. So there we go. There are the eyes before I do lashes. So let's go ahead and do bronzer. For that I'm going to use the stippling brush right here, Jessup 125 stippling brush. And this is the shade we're dipping into right here as a reminder. Oof. Oh, it's really pigmented. We'll see. Hopefully it's not too orange on me. It's a little orange on me. I think if I get a little bit of a tan, now that whatchamacallit, summer's almost here. Spring's here, summer's almost here. I think I'll be able to pull it off a little bit better. But up there, yeah, it definitely looks very orange. I think I'm gonna have to tone that down with some powder. Kind of a little bit here too, huh? Yeah, it's a little orange on me. I like her other bronzer better, which is the matte and this shimmer together. But that's okay. And then for my blush, I'm going to use a Jessup 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek Brush. That's what that looks like right there. Okay, we're going to dip into the blush, which I think is Key. K-E, I think that's the name of it. No, the blush is beautiful. Very shimmery. And it goes beautiful with this eye look. I mean, like, perfection with this eye look. I like it. And it's blending in with the bronzer nicely, so that's good. I like that a lot. I have become obsessed with blush lately, y'all. I don't know what my deal is, but obsessed, like buying too much of it. So I'm gonna have to put myself on a no buy for blushes. I'm not kidding, I'm about to do a haul video probably right after this. And we'll see how many blushes are in there, but there's a few. And I have a few that I've just collected over time, over the last couple months. I've been on a blush kick. But I love it. It's beautiful. But I only have 2 cheeks. Alright, and then the highlighter. We are going to use the 105 Luxe highlight right here. For that, I'm going to blow this off though first. Because some of the blush and some of the bronzer had gotten into the highlighter and I really don't want orange. Okay, so this is a little pinky. Huh, let's see. Oh wow, okay, maybe not as pink as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah, so it's kind of a good mixture. It's a lot like mixing, you know, Star Island and Pillow Talk, but I do see a difference. So this one's a little bit icier. I see a little bit more pink. Very pretty though. Okay. So I'm going to go off camera real quick. Well, oh no, let's try on the lip glosses before I do, before I go off camera. Alright, lip glosses. There are 3 of them in the set. So the set is called hashtag Sam Squad Lip Trio. And the shades are, sometimes these come out real easy, sometimes not so much. This one is Peony, which makes perfect sense. And then we've got Millie, which this is the one that will be going into a future giveaway right here. So I'm going to actually put that back in the box so that I know for sure which one. And then the last one is Queen. And I remember her saying she named this after Aries, her dog Aries. And it's kind of the same color, that kind of caramel color is her coloring, her dog's coloring. It's kind of a fawn color, I guess, right? All right, so let me try those on for you. And then I will go off camera. I'll do my eyes, and I'll come back on and I'll put the lip color story on so that you guys can see what that looks like. All right, so this is Millie. It's got like pearl pigments in there. And if I recall correctly, I know for sure it's named after her grandma, so you can see the pearl pigments before I rub my lips together. There you go. So very pretty, very shimmery. Not the perfect lip swatch, but there's Millie. But I know this for sure was named after her grandmother, and I think that she said her grandmother loved pearls, so I think that's what they were going for there, if I remember correctly. But I do know for sure it's named after her grandma. Alright, so this is Peony. It honestly just blends right into my lip color. Yeah. It's like exactly like my lip color actually. There you go. There's Peony. Alright, and this is Queen. So this is named after Aries, her dog. I can see that one a little bit. Still not a little, I can't talk. Still not a lot of pigmentation. But it's a beautiful neutral gloss. So yeah, there you go. Very pretty. Alrighty, so I'm going to, like I said, pop off camera and do my lashes real quick, and I'll come back on and we'll put on the lip color story. The one that I said that is going to go in a future giveaway. Because that's from her previous collaboration. But anyways, it'll go in a future giveaway. But I'll put that on just so that you guys see how that looks with her this collaboration, basically. And then maybe we'll put a lip gloss on top of it. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. Because it's a really pretty lip color, so lip shade. So we shall see. So I will be right back with y'all. Alright, I am back. I have my lashes on. I think I mentioned previously that I had done my eyebrows last time I got off camera. But anyways, but about eyebrows are done. But I did my lashes only while I was off. I didn't add anything else, no other eyeliner or anything like that. So I did add mascara. I used my Covergirl Exhibitionist mascara, which this is about a goner. It's almost dried out. And then the lashes are Kiss So Wispy in the style Pompador. Let's see if I can get that. There you go. Without the glare too much. So love those. And I do believe they're on sale right now at Ulta, if I'm not mistaken. What else? Okay, so yeah, so now we're going to go ahead and try on that lip color Story, just so you guys can see what it looks like. Like I said, I have one for a future giveaway. Right now I'm using Soft Spoken from NYX, the lip liner, just to quickly line my lips. It's a really pretty kind of deep mauve color. It's honestly, I want to try them side by side one day. I'm not going to do it in this video, but I think it is possibly a dupe for Jeffree Star Androgyny. Possibly. I don't have to wear them side by side to see the shade, but pretty darn close, if not. So there you go, another very comfortable lip formula, and a beautiful mauve, cool tone, kind of beautiful. I don't know. I just love this. I love this lip color. Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I haven't used that in a while, and it's pretty full. Well, okay, there we go. Okay. And of course I don't have my fan over here. Darn it. Hate it when that happens. Oh well. The good thing is that mist is like super, super, super fine on that Cover FX, so I love it. Okay, the lip is still drying, because for the most part Ofra is transfer proof. I've had some transfer, like when you're eating something, you know, that's really greasy or something like that, but you kind of get that with all liquid lipsticks. But for the most part, like if you're just sipping water or whatever, they're transfer proof. I don't know about, you know, making out transfer proof, but as far as like just sipping water and whatnot throughout the day, they are. So I was just trying to let it dry a little bit more. All right. Let's see, what color do I want to put on? Let's do Peony, since I've got kind of this purple pink vibe going. We'll just put Peony on. It's really pretty. Oh yeah. It's not going to show up a whole lot, I don't think, on this lip color. I'm not going to change it too much. It's a nice lip gloss formula too, by the way. Not sticky at all. Kind of helps fill in those lines. Makes them look a little less wrinkled, I guess you could say. So there you go. There's Peony on top of Story is what the liquid lipstick is called. So there you go. So what do I think about this collection? So the Samantha March Ofra collab, Life's a draft collection. I'm actually very pleased with it. I love the way my eye look came out. Like I said, Ofra doesn't have the most poppy shimmers, but that's okay. I've got plenty of those in my collection. And you saw all I had to do was layer that, that highlighter on top of the eyeshadow, and it made it completely, transform. Made it nice and beautiful, shimmery, gorgeous. So I really like it. The bronzer's kind of iffy for me, but that's just me. That's just my shade. I think once I hit the summer, it'll be fine. I loved the blush and the highlighter. So as a reminder, here it is again. I love how the shades build easily. So they build kind of slowly at first and then pretty quickly afterwards. So it's like right at first you're like, wait, did I put something down? But then before you know it, you're building up pretty quickly. So just be aware of that. My only complaints are like, I think this shade and this shade, they're kind of redundant. And you almost got this shade that's kind of redundant too. So you've got 3 mauve, 3 different mauve tones, that are all mattes. So I feel like, there could have been a little bit more diversity there, but I think, this is Samantha in a palette. She likes her purples and she likes her mauves, or mauves, however you prefer to say it. I'll always say mauve. That's just the way I learned it. I don't know if it's a southern thing or if that's just the way I learned it and I learned it incorrectly. I don't know. But anyways, she loves purples. She loves mauves. So, this fits her perfectly, and I will definitely use it. I used all 3 of those mauves and I really liked them. I could see a difference in the mauves when I would put them on, laid them down. So it did for a very pretty gradient. And I can see several different looks I can do with this palette. So I'm really happy to have it. The lip glosses, I've tried them before, so I already knew I would be happy with that. The liquid lipstick that came with the set, I already have, so I already knew I was happy with that. So there you go. I personally, based upon using Ofra's, because how many did I use out of here? And I've used their formula before. I think I used 5 shadows out of the 8. So, and I've used Ofra's formula before, like I said. So I would feel comfortable recommending this if this is something that fits your tastes. You can get the palette separately. Actually, the card tells me. I'll tell you how much each item is. So the palette is called Life's a Draft. It's a mini mix palette and it's $39. The lip gloss trio is $29, and then the PR set is $59. But I think Ofra's been having a lot of sales, so just keep your eye out. You might find a sale, and also use code Samantha. Not my code, that's Samantha March's code, and I think you get 20% off in addition to any other sale or whatever's going on. So there you go. So always use a code on Ofra. Always use Rakuten. Don't forget to use Rakuten. That's down in the description below. I think this week only they're giving $30 or $40. So if you've never used Rakuten before, now's the time. It's completely free to sign up and it's completely free money. You basically, it's just a browser that tracks the spending you did at the store, and then I guess that store will ultimately wind up paying the cash back to Rakuten. So yeah, I've gotten probably well over $500 cash back, true cash back, or electrical cash back, over the lifetime of me using Rakuten, which has been probably, I don't know, 3 years now, maybe 3-4 years since I found out about it. So if you're shopping online, make sure you're using Rakuten. And like I said, there is a link down in the description below. It's not affiliated. Everybody gets a code whenever they sign up for Rakuten. It's completely free. And it's great because you can also find codes, like coupon codes, once you're shopping on that site. So highly recommend it. There's really no downside to it at all. Oh, I've got lipstick all over my teeth. Look at that. I forgot to do my handy little trick where I stick my finger in my mouth. There we go. Now hopefully I won't get lipstick on my teeth anymore. We'll see. Much better. I think I look much better talking without lipstick on my teeth. Y'all are supposed to tell me when I have lipstick on my teeth. I told y'all. Alright, with all that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching today. Please consider subscribing and ringing that notification bell so that you will be alerted of any future content I have. My goal is to try to reach 1,000 subscribers by June. I'm far away from that, so please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. What else? Please make sure to hit the like button if you liked it. If you didn't like it, you can hit the down button. That way I know you didn't like it. Feel free to, comment down below. Any thoughts, any questions, comments down below in the down bar. Also, I want to say I apologize for being gone for so long. I've been, unfortunately, dealing with my illness again. It's been kind of flaring up. So for the last couple weeks, I've been kind of down and out, so I haven't been filming. So I do want to apologize for that, but I'm back. I'm feeling better. Hopefully that will stay for a while. So anyways, with all that being said, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are having a great day or evening wherever you are in this world. I hope that you're staying safe. I hope that you're staying healthy. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye!